Hi, this is McJty again for another episode of my Let's Play. In this episode I would like to start working on improving this base. So the plan is that eventually here this area will be for ore processing, and here I would like to install a big screen where a storage scanner and several screens are installed, so that it's easy to, for example, if you come from a mining trip, to quickly insert all your items into the system. So I'm going to craft a few things that are needed for that, and I will be back. So I made 4 modular storages, 300, 300, 300 and 200. So my gold is depleted, so that's all I can do, because the tier 3 is it needs a lot of gold. So I also made a storage scanner, and this is the device. Let's place that here. Doesn't matter. So yes, it can see the 4 modular storages, and it also needs power, which we don't have right now, but I will explain to you. I will make sure it has power first, and then I will explain how this works. So basically, to demonstrate, you can also increase the range, and then it will show more inventories. For example, the power cell is also an inventory. The chest, you can see what's in it. That's the other modular storage, the one that I have over there. By the way, if you double click on something like that, it will be highlighted temporarily. So that's an easy way to find. Oh, that's that one, for example. So you can find them like this. And that's the seg mill. But in this case, I don't want to go that far. 4 is more than enough. And I will mark these as routable. So that means if I insert an item, something here, it will be put in the first available. So that's a priority list. You can rearrange them if you want. So it will be put in the first, which is this one, inventory. So let's do that again. Put here. You can double click to request it again. Both operations require some power, but it's not that much. So basically, this storage scanner is a centralized way to access all inventories at once. But we want to control where things go, so I will put filters on these, so that the right stuff goes to the right inventory. Let me create a few filters and sleep first. So I made 3 filters, and if you open them, you can see you can control what can go in. So we want to whitelist items for this filter, and let's say that this modular storage we want to use for ores. So this is that one. Okay, so I will move it up first, so it is the first one that is considered, and I will. Oh, I accidentally installed it here. That was not the intention. So if you right click with a module in your hand, you can install it. In this case, we want to configure ores. Bauxite, lead ore. That's iron ore. Galena. I have a bit of a problem, of course, that there are different types of the same ore. So the filter has to be pretty big. I hope it will be enough. I don't seem to have all the ores right now, but this will suffice for a start. Actually, you can just click. So that was this one. So it's now installed here. That means so you can put ores in it. but you cannot put this one here. That doesn't work. Only the ores. Also, if I now insert, for example, an ore here, it will go to that one. It hasn't arrived in any other, so that's right. That was lead, and it went there. If I now put, for example, cobblestone here, it will probably go to this one. So all these should go to this one. So that part is working. So let's say for the other filter, let's say we want to put stuff like this in it. All things that you can mine but that are not ores. Let's see what to do. Okay, it's just a start. I will add I can extend the filters later. So again, set on whitelist mode and include all these, and I will install that in this one. I think that will be that one. Okay, so move it up, and now if I insert all this, yeah, you can see it goes to this one and not to this one. Like this. And so you see, so this is how you can set up filters, but we will go one step further. I also want to interface RFTools screens with this, so that you can directly extract and input from these storages. I will go and set that up right now. Okay, so I made a setup. You may not be able to see it, but there are actually 4 screens there. I made them invisible. I think it will look nicer in this way. And what I will do now, I have this storage control module, and I will link that to the storage scanner and insert it. And what you can do now, for example, you can click it, you can set it to check the start inventories only. And for example, if I then take, let's say, redstone, and there's the glowstone, and dimensional shards. Let's take these 3, configure it like this, just click one in, and of course it's not showing because I still have to enable the screens. The screen controller doesn't have them yet. Let's see if the range is, see, 5 connected screens, so it has recognized them. Okay, and what you can see now is it has counted how many items it could find in the connected storages, and in this case it's just 1 of each. And you can now insert stack or insert all. Let's click that one, and it has taken everything in my inventory that matches something on the screen and inserted it in the appropriate storage. So if you configure this and also the other one, let's do that now. Let's say we want to install that one here, and then let's say iron ore. Let's take all of it, a few other ores like tin and resonating ore. For that one we don't have the filter set up yet, but that's okay. So that, and that, start, So it's one of each. Insert all and insert it all. Of course, it actually did work for resonating ore, because that one simply went to the first available storage that had no filter on it. So it doesn't matter if they are in the same or in different storages, it will find a place in any way. And let's get a few other ores here. I think we didn't do silver yet. And lead. So it can show 9 different items. And just insert all to insert all of them. I think I'm going to do a background here because it's not very visible like this. I see if I have some white block that I can use. Perhaps something with clay. Let me make some blocks, and I will. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What I actually wanted is this. And I don't know if I have any bone meal. Yes, I have a bit, so I can color it. And see if that looks good. It's more pink than white in my opinion, but okay. With Chisel and Bits I can, of course. Okay, I think that's better. I may still change the color, but for now it will do. And let me shave off some of the bits. Plain. Until only one plane remains. Oh, and it broke. I have another one. Oh, like this. So this is how you can set up such a storage system. So it's automatically sorted if you set up the filters right. And you can also take items out. For example, now I have the glowstone. Let me free up a bit of space like this, and you can insert it back. Or you can also, for example, like this, do individual stacks if you don't want to insert everything. It's all operated with left click. So let me configure this further until all 4 screens are filled with items. So I think this looks nicer. I'm going to keep it like this. And now I also want some energy monitor. And this we can use, for example, on this one, power cell. Let's install it here. So we have a good idea of our total power situation at this moment. So this is the end result. Here's another screen that isn't used yet, but these are used for inputting items. So if I just went mining and I have a bunch of resources like this, let me pick some stuff. So I have some stuff collected. Can simply do insert all, and insert all, and it will get sorted in the appropriate inventory. This one is the unfiltered one, so everything that doesn't have a place goes to that one. While making this, there are a few things that I noted. While, for example, what's this one? There are two types of copper in this pack. Copper from Forestry and from Tech Reborn. And this filter supports OR dictionary, but the screen doesn't. So that's something I will implement, so that when you do insert all, it will also do OR dictionary matching. And I have some other plans. Oh, also, for example, you can't actually see on the tooltip what you are pointing at. I want to implement that too. So because sometimes it's hard to recognize what an item is. And I have some other plans soon, which I will talk about in the next episode once I implemented it. I just also noticed that the range is a bit high. I don't know if I can actually take something out from this direction. And it's not pointing right, so I will lower that a bit. It's not needed to be that far ranged. And of course you can see here that the screen is taking some power. It's every one of these is 6 RF per tick. That's for the module. So luckily I have that one, but I still need to automate it. So, and I will do that now actually. So for automating that, I will use monitor, which hopefully will arrive soon. The RF monitor, redstone, and for that, okay. So I need 2 of this. Was that okay? And 2 gold nuggets. The thing I want to work on is also to have an easier way to craft directly using these resources via the storage scanner. Not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but this is handy. But the crafting table can only craft from things that are in here, and I would like to have it be able to craft from everything that you can see here or that's in the storage network, so probably interfaced through this. Maybe I could add a crafting terminal here, for example. I think about it, it's something I can do. So let me put that one back and then just pick some redstone. So I now have a power monitor, and put that here. Power cell. If it goes below 10%, then we should have a redstone signal. So at this moment it's not below 10%, so for it as a test. So you see it gives a redstone signal if it goes below some value. Let's put that at 20%. And so we need to send 1 pulse, and then we have to wait. So this will require some redstone logic. I just made an inventory module and pointed it to the pearl injector, and I will insert that here. Okay, so it will monitor the first slot, and that way I can always see. Let me actually. Okay, there is nothing there, but I can see how many ender pearls there are left in that machine that way. Okay, so I made another monitor. For some reason. didn't make a monitor. I made a machine frame, which of course you cannot place. I still have to do this. Okay, more stupid. So let me put that one here, and it will monitor that. So this one was set to less than 20%, and this one will be set to more than 30%. Okay, so I found a setup that works. So this is set to do the pulse. That was a sequencer that was there. When it gets a redstone signal, it will send out a single pulse that will then fire a pearl. But it doesn't send out new pulses, just stays like this until at some point it gets a new redstone signal. So what we will do is, when the power is below 20%, redstone will go on. And this is a logic gate. So this monitor is at this side of the logic gate, that's the A side. So when it gets a redstone signal, that's one of these 4 states, it will go on. And if the redstone signal, then it will start generating power, and at some point the power will go above 20% again, and then it will go to this stage, and it will be keep. That means that the redstone power will remain on, even though it just went off again. I mean, this one went off again, and it will remain on until B, that's this input, turns on. Then it will go off. So, and this one turns on when power is above, say, 35% or something. So this way, as soon as there is less than 20% power in the system, this will turn on, and it will remain on until power is above 35%. So that way we don't generate power, don't shoot pearls when not needed. So let me move this one here, and redstone transmitter here. So it's hard to test now. I don't want to just use up all my power, but there are now 4 ender pearls in this one, and I will just keep this here and see if it will automatically fire an ender pearl when needed. Okay, so this episode was rather heavy on RF tools. I showed a lot of things, for example the screens and the storage scanner, and gave a bit of a glimpse into the future. And I automated that one. I think next episode it will be more about EnderIO and getting automated ore processing. I would like to be able to extract from it's this one, the ore chest, and directly to that one. Forgot I could use the one probe to see what's inside. So I will make a bunch of these and put them on top above. Also by that time I hope I have some extra support to have easier crafting, maybe through this, or I don't know, I will see what I can do. And well, so basically that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and leave a like and subscribe if you want, and feel free to ask questions or leave comments in the comment section. Bye bye, see you next time.